Good morning, everyone. It's time to finally watch Echo. I am so excited that I get to watch this show with subtitles on because this woman can't speak and all she could do is weird hand gestures karate. So, let's get into this and see how it goes. Ah yes, Marvel Spotlight, their new idea of more grounded superheroes and not world-ending threats. Let's see how that goes. If I'm not mistaken, and I really don't know how accurate this is though, I believe that Echo in the comic books was almost like a Taskmaster type of character, where she could kind of predict what people were going to do or something like that though. I didn't think she was this mystical character with all these powers though, but let's see how this one turns out. This is fucking stupid. What is that? What is this? We're only like a minute in. I think this is ridiculous. Ooh, I have a question though. Is this kind of like the Cahorne story in the What If though, where the Tesseract landed in a Native American tribe and that gave us superpowers and crap like that? Where the fuck did that bird come from? Did the bird just cause the collapse of this, empire or something like that? Why are you holding it up? It's clearly gonna collapse. So the bird popped in through the portal and then popped out through the portal and everything's cool? Is this how Native Americans were made? They were just like pooped out of the ground and turned from mud people into this? Siakaya! You're literally in the back of the line.
The first chapter's name was Java.
That's a little weird, right? She was all the way in the back and she's like, follow me, and then is walking to the front. Shouldn't it started where she started walking to the front and then maybe looked back at them and said, hey, follow me?
No, we're cousins. She saved her family from their cave.
How did she save them? In the scene we just watched, the cave collapsed and that was it. She really didn't do anything. In fact, she did kind of nothing. What's with all the different body types here? Look at this, big tub of lard here and this little twink boy over here though. I'm kind of confused what mud people eat all day, and is this guy getting more mud than everyone else?
First chopped people.
They really spent a lot of the production of this movie really jerking off this Indian tribe that I bet 99% of the entire world thought Marvel probably just made them up entirely.
No, we're cousins.
I have a dumb question about deaf people. Why is it when someone's talking to them and they're using their, hand gestures and karate and stuff like that, why are they talking? Is that like for our benefit, or is that something that actually happens when you're talking to a deaf person?
Peaches. Everybody should.
Wait, is the mother deaf too? Is that something that happens if you're deaf? Your children are born deaf as well? Wait, everyone in this place knows sign language? I'm a little bit confused here. Let me go back for a second, okay? Who the fuck is deaf here? Why are they doing this? Because she could talk. Is this also Echo? Is this the same scene as before though? That the two kids. So who can hear in this scene and who can't? Ah yes, the sparrow that killed the entire tribe. I don't really care that much about this at all. I don't feel that invested at all. We kind of rushed this whole relationship, so it kind of has no weight at all to me. Fucking Christ, we're gonna see this entire girl's backstory? Your show is only 5 episodes. We don't have time for all this bullshit. You could have done a quick couple flashbacks and that was it.
Well, she's really hurting.
Yeah, what gave it away?
We all are.
Maybe making a fucking deaf person as your main character was a really dumb idea. Not even the fact that it's just that I'm reading subtitles here. I don't care what's going on. They are just wasting as much time as humanly possible. They have no idea what to do with this fucking show. They're just they've already killed 10 minutes so far, and there's 39 minutes left on this counter. I imagine maybe 10 minutes of it's going to be at least credits or something like that, though. So they're just hemorrhaging time here, doing nothing at all. Fucking move the fuck on. We're 10 minutes into this. It's a deaf girl screaming in sign language. What the fuck is this show? Who the fuck wrote this?
No.
Are dragons real? I don't know. Did you see what happened in New York City where a fucking portal opened up in the sky and a bunch of aliens came through? Everything's real in the MCU. There's not a single thing that's called as fiction in this world.
To jump between 2 worlds.
They should have honestly filmed the show like the TV show Lost, where it's just, okay, here's what's going on, and we have little flashbacks sprinkled in and stuff like that, though. Maybe do it like a Slumdog Millionaire or something like that, though, but this is pathetic. This is the first episode. And I know with the, like, review critics and shit like that, though, all the places that are giving stunning reviews, I've heard that a lot of these places are only handed the first couple of episodes. That's why a lot of these Marvel TV shows, the action is so much bigger in the first few episodes than the final ones. So I have no idea what the hell the reviewers were watching. This is boring as hell.
I know, but remember,
can we move the fuck on from her backstory? Holy shit.
have a different life than me.
Then why did you put her in karate then if you wanted to focus on her schoolwork? What's with the tracksuits? Like, this is actually a thing that people wear? Oh, okay. Let me just do this swap meet, in the fucking class right next to all these people. Yeah, very inconspicuous, guys.
Ready? Fight!
No. Go back to that. I want to see if Chubbs beats her in a fight. Okay. That was actually a good scene. It took a few seconds, but it showed her watching his movements, and she's anticipating what he's going to do. That's a fantastic idea. That is great character development. It shows me a lot about her powers. It shows me a lot about her skills and fighting style right there. So, you guys actually did something correct. Fat Man Auto Repairs. What a terrible name for a place. I was going to say this really quick, though. I think it was really dumb that we had Infinity War and then Endgame right afterwards. I think we should have had maybe 2 or 3 years of showing what life was like after Thanos did the snap and everything like that, because we would have got a Hawkeye Ronin movie, and I think that would probably have been one of the best ideas they possibly ever could have had. So I'm a little bit disappointed we never got to actually see that movie. Do you have any idea how detrimental it is to be in her position and not have the ability to hear? It just seems so dumb to begin with. Maybe try to get him help, instead of doing this whole, hero mantra bullshit or something like that, though. Maybe just, oh man, this guy's bleeding. Let me go get him some help or something like that, though. So Hawkeye killed her father? Is this dude even supposed to be her father? I kind of did not really understand that part in the beginning. I did not get that vibe at all from the Hawkeye show. that this was like a revenge story or anything like that, though. Oh fuck, he's with the Tracksuit Mafia. That's what the things are for, though. Wow, okay. The pacing in this show is the worst I've ever seen in any TV show in my entire life. 15 minutes in, we're just getting bullshit flashbacks, and that's it. 15 minutes in, I got zero story of what's going on here. Zero anything. This show is just a complete nothing burger. I don't know what they want me to feel while watching this, because you could have just blown through all this in a quick little montage and that's it. Or just of her fighting that dude and just seeing little flashbacks and that's it. She's got a really big face, doesn't she? There is no sound right now. This isn't an audio problem. They are putting these scenes in with zero sound. Why? Like, we know you're deaf. We know you don't have the ability to hear. Why is me, as an audience member, losing the ability to hear while watching this?
On the ground.
Officer Joe, shoot this bitch. What just happened? She went to rob a motorcycle, shot it at the police officers, and just let herself get captured? Why is she struggling? I'm sorry. I don't really believe she would be struggling right now at all. Because I would imagine she just turned herself in, right? They didn't show them storming, the place and getting her on the ground and cuffing her. I think, if anything, she would have went willingly because she has no other option. Oh, I fucking hate this. I hate when someone's in charge of everything and the police just bow down to them and shit like that.
Growing concerned by him.
What the fuck? She's not your, little stubborn brat child that went out after curfew. What is this? We're 17 minutes in. What is this show? Oh, I'm confused. What just happened, okay? The Kingpin, this dude here, has an interpreter? Someone that speaks sign language for him. So in the years and years and years he's been essentially raising this girl, he never learned sign language. But an entire group of Choctaw people that were living in, I want to say Oklahoma, but I'm not sure, they all learned it because of one deaf, mute girl? But father figure over here couldn't?
You're not alone.
Holy shit, he's speaking in words and she's speaking in hand karate, and he never learned how to speak sign language?
I understand your age.
No, you don't.
Do you?
Oh my god, he doesn't even know it. This dude, one of the most powerful people in Marvel right now, could not even take 5 minutes out of his day to learn sign language for his apparent daughter figure.
My father was killed also.
You killed your father, didn't you? Didn't he kill his father? I'm sorry, I gotta think back of 10 years ago watching Daredevil. Did Kingpin kill his father? I'm pretty sure he did.
But I felt...
She looks a little bit surprised right now. So, did she not know this? What do these two people talk about?
Let me help you release this rage.
You are a businessman gangster. You have more important things going on right now. Didn't Daredevil kick your ass 5 minutes ago? What about Vanessa? What's going on with her?
In a more constructive way.
I'm sorry. Is the Kingpin, the king of mafias, right now, telling this girl to deal with her problems in a more constructive way, like knitting?
How?
What the fuck are you translating? Holy shit.
You have greatness in you.
No, you don't. I have learned... I've seen zero greatness in this woman so far. I have seen zero things except an achievement award when she was talking to her father early on in this show about dragons and something like that. There was an achievement award in the background, which shows that she's a good student. But other than that, though, I've gained no knowledge of her being a good person or anything like that.
Your loss. Take your pain.
Was this the same speech that he gave Bullseye in season 3 of Daredevil? Where, is this something the Kingpin does all the time? Or did they just watch Daredevil season 3 and goes, hey, you know what? That was a really cool scene when he did that and got this guy to be one of his enforcers. Let's just, do that again.
Make it into something useful.
Because I can't imagine the Kingpin doing this with every single one of his enforcers or employees, right? The fucking soundtrack in this show is dreadful. I can't imagine why these are real songs.
Can't believe Kingpin has us babysitting this kid, man.
Clear. Hands up.
Could we get a smaller security guard?
Turn around.
Dear Lord, please forgive me for what I'm about to say, okay? I really don't see this woman being the one that is being constantly sexually harassed. This might be the most unbelievable part of this entire show so far. I don't think this guy would have ever have done that to her. Wait, okay, does he know that this is like the Kingpin's pretend daughter? Because why would he want to, grab some cheeks of her of all people in the world? What is this place though? It's just a hole in the wall with a curtain. It's not really that secure of a place.
See these guys?
He can't. No, she can't understand you, right?
Let's try something else. We go in there, shoot people.
This is a concern that I had about the show when they first announced it. Okay, I said, how are they going to have everyone in the show communicate with her properly? And she is the absolute weakest link of all of Kingpin's people. It doesn't matter how great of a fighter she is. Doesn't matter what a great killer she is. She does not have the ability to communicate with everyone else. She is the lowest on the totem pole in terms of people that I would put in charge of anything.
Knock.
And if anything, wouldn't you just have... I'm confused here, okay? Because she showed up to this place, these two dudes talked to her, and now it's like, okay, now we're going to go on a mission. You're telling me the Kingpin didn't, tell her beforehand? There was no talk about it? The Kingpin didn't tell these two dudes, hey, by the way, she can't communicate with you, so maybe, get your phone out, maybe a notepad or something like that, though. Just, it's so dumb. Such a dumb idea. Why does she look so nervous?
Kingpin thanks you for your loyalty.
Why is she here? She looks so ill-equipped and unprepared for anything.
I got 2 more for the meeting.
Okay, from what I'm gathering here, is this where Daredevil fights her in that leaked scene? So they're doing the Daredevil part in episode 1? Why would anyone in the history of forever do that as their opening move? Does anyone else have guns? Just throw your fucking coffee cup at him or something. This dude ran... He's still holding the coffee cup. This dude ran over, cup in hand, and started a fight. What are you doing here? Not just like physically, why are you here though? Just in general, why are you here? You are absolutely worthless. What are you doing here? Help this guy. I mean, Man Bun over here is kicking his ass. Okay, this is again not an audio problem with this video. We can't hear anymore. Why do they keep doing this? And also too, you could hear the faint sounds of gunshots and stuff like that happening. So can she actually hear anything at all, or what's going on here? Why would you attack her out of all the people? I'm sorry, you got other guy here, shooting everyone, other dudes shooting people too, and she's just standing there, and this dude decides, I'm gonna go attack her? Why? You guys really thought this expression was good. Like, the director watching this just said cinema after that, right? Your other 2 people are getting their asses kicked right now. Get the fuck off this guy that's dead and go help them. Okay, now it's like, oh, here's badass boss bitch moment, okay? As the other dudes have just done all the work for her, she's gonna come in here and just clean house, I'm guessing. I can't understand what you're saying. Nice, you 2 did all the work. You guys did all the work. She was just there. Oh no. Oh no. This is where Daredevil's gonna get his ass kicked, I'm guessing. Fucking Daredevil just saw this woman and just kicked her full force.
I've been watching them all night. And then you guys show up.
I don't think Daredevil would ever monologue this much in his actual show.
And screwed everything up.
Daredevil does not monologue like this, guys. Okay, she is just getting bashed in the face with sticks and is taking 0 damage here. What the fuck? Daredevil doesn't play around with his victims. What's going on here? Why was she so nervous in the beginning of this fight, though? I'm a little bit confused here of... She went into this completely nervous, shaking her hands and trying to, like, twist her neck and shit like that, though. And then all the fighting started, and she just stood there and did nothing. And then she broke a dude's neck and then got pissed off? I don't get why. This motherfucker is the MVP of this fight right here. What the fuck was that? You don't have, like, spider webs. You have a billy club. A billy club can't wrap around a shotgun like that. What? Daredevil just left. Daredevil doesn't leave. Look at all the fight scenes we've seen of Daredevil in the 3 seasons of the show in The Defenders. He doesn't just leave mid-fight because, there's nothing to do.
None of my men have ever held their own with him like that.
What? What? He left. You didn't hold him off. You didn't win. He fucking left.
You did better than even I expected.
You stood there for half the fucking fight.
I'm the exercise of use.
I really hate this fucking interpreter. Why are you here?
To you.
Immensely.
I hope that would be...
I have to read it, and I have to hear it. What is going on, Marvel?
What you lacked was a place and a purpose.
Yes, this show lacks a place and a purpose.
You have that now.
No, you don't. You have nothing. You've had 25 minutes of no story, no plot, no nothing. This I don't know what this show is right now. I'm being honest. Like, I have no idea what is going on in this show and what it's supposed to lead to.
We're family. No matter what.
Yet I won't learn how to do sign language at all. How the fuck did you two meet again? Why? That seems like the kind of backstory I actually give a shit about. I don't care about all the other family drama.
Good.
I've said this before in my review, though. I'm going to say it again, though. The fact that she is deaf and has one leg, that doesn't make any sense anymore in the MCU, though, because we have Iron Man with all of his suits. We have all the other things we've seen in the world of technology throughout these couple years of just the MCU, and she has a prosthetic leg and doesn't have the ability to hear. You're telling me the Kingpin, one of the richest men in Marvel right now, has one of his main enforcers without the ability to walk and hear and communicate with anybody? I think that would have gotten take care of like hour one of Mina. It's like, oh wow, you have a lot of skill and shit like that. Let me give you the ability to hear. And didn't she make a comment in Hawkeye saying that he was weak or something like that because he used a hearing aid or some shit or something like that?
And I've dedicated all my resources into bringing your father's killer to justice.
Why? And also, no, you haven't, because we saw Hawkeye.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But that's not what happened in Hawkeye, right?
Maya, you and I,
You don't know sign language, you liar.
we're family.
Is holding up West Side family in sign language? I'm sorry, you're not even gonna question what's going on right now, Kingpin? She's there, just shows up with a gun, and you're like, oh, hey, we're family. But wouldn't you be like, what are you doing? Why are you pointing a gun at me? What's wrong with you? What did I do? I remember when the show ended, Hawkeye, and he shot her in the face. She shot him in the face, and then it cut to black. And then a couple of months before the show came out, Vincent D'Onofrio was showing pictures of himself working out, talking about he can't wait to get back to playing Kingpin. And I'm like, why are you spoiling this for us? Why are you revealing that you didn't die? And people are like, oh, well, how do you not know the Kingpin died? I'm like, well, because he got shot point blank in the face and it cut to black. Why would I think he survived a point blank shot to the face. 5 months later, fuck me, 28 minutes in. Why did you just show her prosthetic leg? Because that's kind of what you show in the beginning of a show, right? Like, oh, hey, here she is. Here's the prosthetic leg. Here's the back of her head, though. We're, showing ambiance and, just teasing that it's her. Then you realize, oh, it is actually her, though. Why are you doing that again? When the fuck did you get shot? Is this was this supposed to be like 5 months later you've been dealing with this bullet wound? Or did this bullet wound just recently happen and for some odd reason we haven't seen it? Why are you doing this here? Shouldn't you go to a bathroom or something like that? Now, I have never been shot in the stomach before, but I would imagine, and call me crazy here, with my couple months of CNA training, wouldn't you want to put the bandages where the skin is? Like, move the shirt up or something like that. Get the security guard. He'll happily do it for you. Just pick the shirt up and then put the bandages on to apply pressure to it or something like that. Why would you do it with your clothes on? Remember the scene out of the movie Shooter with Mark Wahlberg where he was shot and he grabbed like sugar and a couple things of water and tubing and something like that and made some kind of an IV drip for him or something like that, though? And it was really cool seeing how resourceful he is. I'm getting a woman that just bandaged herself up and we're just killing time just showing it for some odd reason. What the fuck was that? Did she just like shook her head like, oh, okay, that was inconvenient? You still have a bullet hole. She's fine. She's completely 100% fine right now. She put on the gauze. It's like out of Resident Evil or something like that, though. She put on the bandages and she's good. You know what would have been a great idea? Call me crazy. Maybe show some of her, Native American heritage or something like that. Maybe she's in the woods and then finds some herbs or something like that and, like, rips some tree bark with her teeth. Like in the movie Apocalypto. Have you guys ever seen the movie? Fantastic fucking movie. Highly recommended. But there's a scene in it where the guy has an arrow wound and he's an Indian living off the land. So he goes to like a tree and bites the bark off and takes some herbs and shit like that and chews them in his mouth and spits it and puts it in the wound or something like that. Really shows his resourcefulness as a character. She just put bandages on herself and now she's fine. Why is the truck beeping the horn? Why did the truck beep the horn? She's behind her. The truck can't see that. Shouldn't you have had it where maybe she was drifting in the other lane and then the truck beeped at her? Why would the truck beep her and she's coming up behind? You can't see that. Are we going to talk about why she's shot? Did I miss something in this? That the next scene after shooting Kingpin said 5 months later and she's shot and we're not going to figure out what happened? I have a dumb question about deaf people. Do they know that things make sounds? Like, she's being really, really quiet. Does she know? Like, if she's stepping on a board on the ground that is completely squeaking, like, she wouldn't know that, right? She wouldn't know that a door would make a lot of sound, like, when you close it, right? Like, what if she's walking on whoopee cushions right now? Does she have any idea? Ah, okay. Now we're gonna see her resourcefulness. Good idea. Bitch, how long have you been living with that wound? I think the Native American spirits and shit like that's such a dumb idea. Just have her where she's just a girl that just is, better at fighting than other people. Don't give us this other bullshit going on.
Maya?
Why were you breaking into the house?
It's me, Biscuits! Oh my god!
Oh, that wound has to hurt so much.
Long are you in town?
Do you think they all would have kept up with the sign language as soon as she left and she's been gone for like 20 years? Just everyone still kept it up for some odd reason?
That's Billy Jack.
How do you make up new words in the world of sign language? I've always wondered how that works. Like, if someone comes out with a name like Kamasha or something like that, though, do they have a thing that you say for that? And how does everyone else in the world know it?
This is Maya. She's our cousin.
It's a fucking dog. He doesn't know that.
She's busy. New York.
You're an adult. Stop fucking doing this.
Huge.
The dog doesn't know.
The truck? No. That's Grandma's.
What the fuck? Who gives a shit? We only got like 5 minutes left of this episode. It's like the writers just jerked each other off talking about, hey guys, we got sign language. We got so much sign language going on in this show. But they failed to do one thing right. They failed to make it interesting. This is all stupid. This is all filler. This is all boring. There is nothing going on. It's been 34 minutes and we got zero plot. All the other MCU shows, we got something interesting going on. Even WandaVision, that the main story wasn't revealed until many episodes later. It was still interesting and we had fun things going on. This, nothing at all. They're just skipping around. They don't have a fucking idea what they're doing. I didn't hear Kevin Feige jerking the show off, though. I'm curious of what he thinks about it. Because he loves the Marvel, so God knows what he thinks about this one.
Cousin.
It'd be really funny if they weren't actually doing sign language. They were just doing, like, whatever, and us as an audience would have no idea if it's real or not. Why are we wasting time showing the town? Fucking move on. You're just showing me the town. Who gives a shit? Oh, I know why. Because there's Indians. That's why. And they just keep jerking off the fact that they have Native Americans in this fucking show. And it's all about Native American chalked up bullshit culture and shit like that. That's why this show is made. That's why you're showing the town. My mistake.
Hey. Oh.
She is fucking wide open. No one gets this wide open, and what are the teams even here? Look how wide open she is. It's like giving the ball to the special kid in class and letting them score on you. Does she sense her spirit? Is that what it is? She's looking around like, oh, there was someone here. I sensed her. Sorry, he's fucking busy. And also, what is this scene? You dumb bitch. He's fucking busy. Wait your goddamn turn.
You ain't from here, but you look familiar. How come?
Is that like Paul Dano and the bad guy from Logan's Kid or something like that? If they had a baby, this is what the guy would look like?
You ain't here to skate. He ain't available.
What the fuck? What is going on here? Why is she such a bitch to this guy? Can't you? Maybe she should have a notebook. You ever think about that, though? Maybe if you don't have the ability to speak to people, maybe you can make things a little bit more convenient for yourself and others. Like, carry a fucking notebook and then just write the shit down instead of doing your weird shit that no one knows what you're saying.
You go ahead and spend that $5 on a Butterfinger Blizzard.
This episode brought to you by Butterfinger Blizzard. Butterfinger Blizzard, we exist. This whole fucking scene was like 3 minutes. You just wasted 3 minutes showing her being a dick to customer service, dude. Like, that's all this scene accomplished. That Maya Lopez is just a dumb bitch. You don't know what music is. You don't know what music is. Don't pretend like you've heard this song. What is the dialogue here? Why are you wasting time? Marvel, what is wrong with you people?
Red light, stop!
Okay, I'm just gonna say this out loud, okay? It is inhumanly impossible to stop on roller skates. They are not meant to stop, okay? The little stoppers in the front do not work. Not a single human being in the world can stop on roller skates without going into a wall. I don't even know why they made roller skates. They're impossible to use. You could just talk in sign language. Nobody will know what you're saying. Everywhere you go is private. Why does he suck? Because he didn't just immediately bow down to you instantly as soon as you walk in and he didn't know how to speak sign language? Why does he suck?
Pain in my ass, many years.
What the fuck did Vicky do wrong? He was helping other people being nice, okay? You were just standing there and ringing the bell.
Bullet or blade?
Alright, what are we working with here?
What is with the fucking jumps? What is going on with the pacing? Why are you people so bad at this? Can you imagine? I would love to read the script of this, the actual official script of the show, though, and see what they did for these scene transitions.
Locking hemostat. It keeps the cannula from slipping out of your carotid during...
Who gives a shit? Move the fuck on! I don't think she knows the phrase embalming in sign language. I don't think that's a common word in their language. What in the fuck does it matter? And also, didn't you stitch yourself up? You're good. Are you dumb at stitching your fucking flesh? What is this scene? I hope everyone that's involved in this show never gets another job for the rest of their lives. You're all terrible. Let's start with the plot.
Dental floss. Nice.
No, it's not nice.
Take a deep breath.
You skip that shit, but you had the whole conversation about that Vicky sucks. Why are you up here? What? Why would you go to the top of the tower? What is going on? Would that be on top of a water tower, just a spyglass where you could just see anything? Is your life just in rest in bitch face mode constantly?
I disagree.
I hate this. I don't... shut up. Is this a thing that's really on top of water towers everywhere? I know my knowledge of water towers is very limited, but is that something that's at the top of these things? Just a binoculars or something?
Figured you needed more from me than stitches.
What is the plot here? Because apparently the Kingpin is dead, right? By her knowledge. So now she's just out to, fuck with his business or something like that, though. Does she know he's still alive? Why are you after Fiska's men right now? You killed the Kingpin, right? So therefore the revenge stops, right? Why would you keep going after the man's business long after he's dead? Because it's not going to affect him because he's dead, right?
I won't bring a war here.
What a horrible line. You guys have earned every single negative review, every single box office flop, every single Disney Plus subscriber that leaves your network. You guys have absolutely earned it. I don't even know what's going on anymore. She's fucking with the Kingpin still. For what reason? She is the worst. And he's like, oh, I don't want to bring a war here. Yeah, why would you want to? It's over. It's over. Who cares? This woman's just a brat. That's all her character is right now. She's just a fucking childish brat. That's all there is. There's nothing like about her. There is nothing likable about her at all. The acting's horrible too, though. It's like one shot everything. Did they not have the budget for everything? Did She-Hulk blow all the budgets for all the Marvel TV shows and they don't have enough time to film a second take at all? Look at this beautiful place. Why do you want to bring war and destruction to it? Because of your own personal bullshit? Because your father was a gangster and got killed because he was a bad guy? I don't really understand it at all. How bad at you are shooting people if this man's still alive? Why are you having a difficult time breathing if you got shot in the eye? You're gonna show a fucking teaser for the rest? Wait a second, no, all the episodes dropped day one. Why are you showing me a teaser of the rest of the season? Why are you showing me this? I could just watch episode fucking 2. They all came out the same day. Are you informing the people that are watching episode 1 that all the episodes are available? Do you think so lowly of your people that when they clicked on the show and saw episodes 1 to 5 displayed on the screen, that they couldn't figure it out in their pea-brain mind that all the episodes were there? Is that what I'm looking at right now? I can't believe that they actually did this. Why would you have a trailer after episode 1 to talk about what's going to happen the rest of the season when all the episodes are literally there? You should spend $0 on any trailers and zero effort at all, because everyone that's going to watch this show knows that they're all there.
You want an empire.
Why are you spoiling so many things? That's insane. Okay, wow. Holy shit. That was episode 1 of Echo. Dreadful. I think that was worse than I ever would have predicted. That pacing was the worst pacing in any TV show I've ever seen. Just jumping around to the most nonsensical bullshit ever. Wow, that was bad. I got 0 plot. I got 0 character development. I do not care about this woman at all. Maya Lopez is just a complete asshole to me. I don't care about her at all. It was, my God. Just where do you go from here? You've given us 0 story. 0. She was shot 5 months after she shot Kingpin. And you started where, she has bullet wound, and then puts a bandage on it, and then goes and breaks into a house and puts dental floss on it, and then goes to the fucking skate rink where the mortician's there and panges up there. It's like, why would any of these things happen? And she wants to fuck with the Kingpin's empire. For what reason? Do you not know that he is dead? Do you not know that he is alive? Which one is it? I don't know what she thinks. There is nothing here. This was a barely a first draft. This was a concept. Sometimes you would see a show and say, well, it was just a first draft. Like, you could have added more to it. You should have seen the problems going into it and then given it a second rewrite or whatever, and then, tightened shit up and added the necessary details to move the plot along, okay? This was nothing more than bullet point concepts, and that's it. Nothing positive to say about it whatsoever. The fight with Daredevil was okay. Barely okay. It was, I guess, passable, but why would he leave? Is he going to come back for the rest of the season at all, though? Is he going to fight Kingpin? You're telling me Daredevil, that spends 3 seasons in the Defenders, too, beating the absolute shit out of everyone, leaving every single person he's ever faced completely unconscious, and he knocked a shelf over on her, and then just left? Like, instantly? And then monologued before that, though? Just, why didn't you attack the other people too, though? Isn't that kind of strange, though, that he just jumped into that scene, kicked her, and focused on her, but didn't really fuck with the other 2 dudes, though? Shouldn't he have, maybe hit her and then knocked out the other guys entirely and then maybe focused on her? I can't imagine why would he even hit her to begin with. I guess maybe he might have saw her with the echolocation, or maybe that answers it right there, but still, it's like, she's kind of really not the focus of this scene. He knows who the big players are, though. Moving on from that, though, there's nothing here. This show is, it's bad. It's bad, and I remember when I made a video predicting this show, I was talking about, obviously we know it's going to be bad, though, but what if it was good, though? Like, what if this was the greatest show Marvel has ever produced? Do you make her the lead of the Avengers? You're not going to keep her as a street-level hero or something. I don't know if she's a fucking hero or the villain. I have no idea. She's just a selfish asshole that's going to get a lot of good people killed, and I connect nothing with this character. This whole show was just, hey, we have Native Americans, hey, we have sign language, give us praise, and that's it. If you don't like it, you're just, a bad person. What a pathetic excuse for a show. That was episode 1. Let me know what you guys think about it.